Coral reefs are spectacular, complex living ecosystems that provide homes for more than 25% of the globe's marine species. They also provide and produce food for millions of marine animals every day.
Alrighty, Philippines, Palawan Island. Tropical fish, corals, heaps of stuff to see. Let's go and check it out.
Most of the larger reefs are found in tropical and subtropical waters close to the equator. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is made up of 29,000 individual reefs, and it's visible from space. The Philippines is part of the Coral Triangle of Southeast Asia, hundreds of times larger than the Great Barrier Reef, with many more fish species. It is the centre of global marine diversity and also supports over 100 million people with natural resources and food every day. It also generates $6 billion within the fishing and tourism industries.
Awesome! Great coral here, hard and soft corals and heaps of different types of damselfish, sergeant majors.
The Philippines section of the Coral Triangle is estimated at about 25,000 square kilometres, supporting over 2,800 fish species, with 1,700 of them being reef associated. After the last glacial period, ice melted and the sea levels rose and flooded the continental shelves. Then coral reefs began to establish, growing upwards towards the sunlight, which makes most coral reefs less than 10,000 years old. Due to lack of sunlight, reefs can only survive from sea level to 150 metres in depth and can grow horizontally to 3 centimetres and 20 centimetres vertically per year. Other types of reefs can be formed by lifting of tectonic plates, also fringing island reefs and volcano mouth atolls. Tropical reefs are predominantly formed and held together by billions and billions of tiny coral polyps. Coral polyps are soft-bodied little filter-feeding organisms. They have tiny little tentacles, a mouth, and a hard calcium carbonate cup-shaped shell, which helps to protect itself when it is inactive. Basically, it can retract back into the cup. The billions and billions of tiny cup-shaped polyp shells are what forms the hard reef structure, a bit like clusters of oysters growing together. There are over 2,500 species of corals from 3 main families, comprising of soft corals, hard corals and fan corals. They have a few different ways of reproducing, however most hard corals spawn in October and November around the full moon, releasing billions of eggs and sperm. Most corals filter feed zooplankton, using feathery tentacles to filter the water through the currents. Some species have stinging cells and paralyse small prey items, then move them into the mouth, just like a micro sea anemone. If you have ever brushed up against a fire coral fan, you would know about it. and you will probably spot them at about 15 meters away on your next dives. Coral reefs are fragile ecosystems and we need to protect them. Some of the larger threats our reefs face are global warming, coal and oil mining and export, carbon emissions that lead to ocean acidification, agricultural runoff, coastal land clearing, commercial fishing and crown of thorns starfish. In 1989, 16% of the world's reefs died through coral bleaching as a result of the water temperature rising just a little. If you want to help our reefs, Google your local ocean conservation organisation and join the program. You can also help promote conservation awareness by sharing this video on your social media pages or other conservation awareness content. Creating awareness can lead to positive change for the future.
Paradise. Now this is what I call working.